I believe also you've got a brand of swimwear.
Yes.
Right.
Well, we're part of the head group.
Yep.
So Maris we've actually been involved in swimwear for a number of years now. We developed our own range of swimwear branded under Head 6-7 years ago now. We already had obviously technical know-how on how to build goggles, and because the technology and the know-how is exactly the same as building a mask, which Maris has always been very, very strong in. We had some unique processes that were patented to Maris, which were very strong in the goggle market as well. So our liquid skin technology that you see on the X-Vision liquid skin mask has been copied into a head swimming goggle. So that liquid skin silicone that we have on the X-Vision is also available in head swimming goggles. And that was actually quite a smart move on our behalf. I think we went into a market where we had no real experience, but we were able to carve out quite a nice little market share. And because also we have a lot of competence in neoprene manufacture and neoprene design, we were able to design some outdoor swimming suits, which were again unique and added some benefit to outdoor swimming and triathlon and those kind of sports. More recently, a new sport developed 5 or 6 years ago over in Sweden, which was called swim run, which is basically the sport started out as a long distance endurance race like Ironman, and it was literally cross country running, trail running mixed with wild swimming. So you would, and the first races were typically island destinations. So you would run across the island, swim to the next island, run across to the next island, swim to the next island, and you would do that. And the first races were like 70-odd kilometer races, so they're quite challenging from a sporting perspective. But now that the sport is starting to develop, we're starting to see more sprint races, shorter distances, 5 kilometers, 10 kilometers, which are much more achievable for your average person. You don't have to be quite as extreme an athlete to take part in those events. And that's been really good for us. We were the first manufacturer to design swim run specific wetsuits. They were all branded under the Head Swimming brand. Because we were involved right from the beginning, we got the first bits of feedback from the various athletes taking place. And as the sport has developed, we've continued getting that feedback and developing the suits. So the new range of swim run wetsuits that we developed is cutting edge, and again, nobody else has anything like it. All of the swim run wetsuits on the market currently are copies of the original Head Swim Run wetsuit design. So all the other manufacturers are following our lead on this sport. And the sport in the UK has developed quite quickly. So over the last 5 years, we went from 1 or 2 races to now I think we have somewhere in the region of 20-odd races taking place across the UK.
Yeah.
And of course, we're heavily involved in that side as well.
Right.
Over the lockdown period, we also bought Zoggs and added Zoggs into the Head group. Zoggs have a history of swim training and indoor swimming, which we didn't have that heritage on the Head swimming side. Having the two brands together gives us both some strength, because Zoggs had never been able to develop anything in the outdoor swimming community. They dabbled a little bit in wetsuits, but they didn't have any expertise in wetsuits. And we were finding the same with the indoor swimming, pool swimming, the likes of Speedo and Arena and some of the other big brands in swimming. They have very strong market shares, and we were finding it more difficult to find our place in that marketplace. Zoggs already have a place in that marketplace and are one of the market leaders in pool swimming. So combining the two brands together and taking the expertise that we have on both sides gives us a lot of good opportunities for the future. So all this is fairly recent. So, you know, a lot of this stuff is 2 or 3 years down the line, but actually we'll be in a very strong position, I think, in the swimwear market ongoing, just purely because of the combined catalogues that we have on both sides. So yes, it's going to be an interesting time on the swimwear market for us, certainly.
Excellent. Sounds good.